So imagine spending your 18th birthday drafting emails and lawyers' letters to convince someone to help you secure an ID. Well, that's been the struggle for Carolyn Mujinga. The Cape Town teen, born to refugee parents, says it's been an uphill battle getting any help from Home Affairs since its refugee offices closed under lockdown a year ago. And she's not the only one complaining. Our reporter Natalie Malgas has more.
Refugees living in Cape Town with any ambition of applying for jobs, taking up study opportunities abroad or bidding for citizenship say their lives have come to a standstill waiting for Home Affairs to get its house in order. Under lockdown level 4, Home Affairs suspended some of its services again as a risk mitigation strategy. But for 18-year-old Caroline Mujinga, it's turned her pursuit for an ID into a nightmare.
They only made provision for South African matriculants to apply for the IDs. So it was mentioned on the news that if you're in Matric, you can apply for ID because you need your ID. But they didn't make provision for us refugees, South African, like parents who are refugees, the children of them, us, who need to apply for citizenship when they turn 18. So I've been anticipating the year I turned 18 to apply for citizenship. But with COVID-19, the immigration office closed, stalled everything, all my plans, all my goals.
Armed with only an unabridged birth certificate, this Kensington High deputy head girl fears any more delays will kill her dream of one day going to university. So she drew up a petition to highlight the plight of so-called stateless children like her.
I feel like my dignity was taken away from me the moment that my name was written into blocks. Because my friends have this big coat of arms on their birth certificate and I have blocks with no ID number. I'm not a person. Basically, I have no ID number.
Western Cape legislatures have petitioned the department to urgently begin processing such cases.
With the RRO office being closed, that means if your driver's license expired, if you want to apply for a job and somebody asks you for your documentation, if you need to access a certified copy of your passport documentation that has expired, you cannot do so at the moment. So in layman's term, we're back to square one because people cannot access the refugee reception office who's been closed for 15 months. So if they do open it, by the way, it's a 15-month backlog.
In the meantime, Home Affairs has referred applicants to its online services. Natalie Malgas, Cape Town.